What if we told you that while much of his country faces food shortages and economic isolation, one man at the top lives like a 21st century emperor? What if behind the Iron Curtain of North Korea lies one of the most luxurious lifestyles on Earth, built on secrecy, extravagance, and absolute control? Oh, you're right. It's crazy. Kim Jong Un, the supreme leader of North Korea, is a name shrouded in mystery, controversy, and raw power. He rules a nation cut off from much of the world, where propaganda fuels loyalty and state media worships him like a deity. But behind the political facade and nuclear threats is a man whose private life is anything but modest. From mega yachts to imported supercars, from French wine cellars to personal island resorts, Kim's lifestyle is a billion-dollar enigma. The rise of the Hermit Kingdom's heir. Born into a dynasty, Kim Jong Un is the third son of Kim Jong Il and the grandson of North Korea's founding father, Kim Il-sung. He was educated in Switzerland under an alias, where he was exposed to Western luxuries that would later influence his extravagant taste. After his father died in 2011, Kim swiftly consolidated power and emerged as the next supreme leader. Many underestimated him. Young, inexperienced, unknown. But Kim quickly proved to be ruthless and calculating. He eliminated rivals, tightened his grip on the military, and elevated his status through nuclear tests and grand military parades. Yet while he positioned himself as the champion of Juche, the North Korean ideology of self-reliance, he was simultaneously building a life of unimaginable luxury behind closed doors. The royal compounds. Kim Jong Un doesn't simply reside in one home, he reigns over a vast network of over 30 opulent compounds across North Korea. These are not residences. They are fortresses of indulgence, fortified with armed guards, surveillance networks, and hidden escape routes. The Ryongseong residence serves as his central command, while his Wonsan compound offers beachfront luxury with yachts, private airstrips, and even imported chefs. But among all these lavish sanctuaries, one stands out as a monument to dynastic power, the Kumsusan Palace of the Sun. Although it primarily functions as a mausoleum for Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, it is one of the most revered and meticulously maintained structures in the country. The palace is a masterwork of North Korean architectural propaganda, filled with marble halls, gold accents, and climate-controlled chambers that preserve the embalmed bodies of his ancestors. Every year, thousands of North Koreans are marched through its grand corridors in silent reverence. Kumsusan is not just a place of mourning, it's a sacred theater of power, reinforcing the myth of eternal leadership and absolute loyalty to the Kim dynasty. Luxury cars and a super yacht. For a leader of a country under heavy sanctions, Kim's car collection is mind-blowing. Though North Korea faces international restrictions on luxury imports, Kim's garage allegedly includes Mercedes Maybachs, Rolls-Royces, Bentleys, and Lexus SUVs. Smuggled through secret trade routes or brought in via diplomatic channels, these vehicles are symbols of defiance and wealth. One of the most infamous moments came when Kim arrived at the 2019 Hanoi summit with a Mercedes Maybach S600 Pullman Guard, a $1.6 million armored limousine. It raised eyebrows worldwide. How does a man leading a sanctioned nation acquire one of the rarest luxury cars on Earth? The answer: a global smuggling network designed to serve only one man. His love for the sea is equally lavish. Kim owns a 200-foot-long princess yacht, complete with a pool, a slide, a bar, and an onboard cinema. It's his floating palace, used for private parties, secret meetings, and luxurious getaways along North Korea's eastern coast. Sources say the yacht is equipped with anti-surveillance tech and military-grade communication systems. The yacht is frequently seen docked at his Wonsan residence, where smaller watercraft shuttle elite guests to and from nearby islands. Inside, the yacht boasts velvet-lined lounges, a cigar room, a mirrored ceiling ballroom, and even a medical suite. It is said to be maintained by a special naval unit, whose only job is to cater to the supreme leader's sea-bound whims. Kim Jong-un's armored trains. When Kim Jong Un travels, he doesn't fly commercially or cruise casually. He commands a fleet of ultra-luxurious, heavily armored trains that move like rolling fortresses of power. These custom-built trains, inherited and upgraded from his father and grandfather, are bulletproof, bomb-resistant, and equipped with everything from satellite communication centers to lavish dining cars. Inside, the interiors rival those of five-star hotels, featuring leather seating, mahogany paneling, crystal tableware, and even a private conference room, perfect for war room strategy or quiet indulgence. One car is believed to serve as a mobile gourmet kitchen, staffed with elite chefs preparing everything from sushi to steak, as the supreme leader rides in complete comfort. Security is intense. Advanced trains scout the path ahead, and every stop is meticulously coordinated. For Kim, it's not just travel, it's a theatrical display of control, prestige, and untouchable authority, gliding across the countryside in a steel-clad symbol of absolute rule. Fine dining. While much of North Korea lives on government-issued rations, Kim Jong Un dines like an emperor in exile. European and Japanese chefs reportedly craft their daily menus, using ingredients flown in weekly. His private food labs test each item for toxins before it reaches his plate, blending luxury with a touch of paranoia. His cellar boasts over 10,000 bottles of wine and spirits, favoring elite labels like Chateau Lafite Rothschild and Hennessy Paradis. It's said he spends millions annually on alcohol alone. When he hosts foreign dignitaries or celebrities, dinners unfold beneath crystal chandeliers, served by staff trained in absolute silence and precision. These feasts aren't just about indulgence. They're psychological theater, meant to impress, control, and remind guests who rules the table. Every meal is a diplomatic performance cloaked in extravagance. Personal pleasures. Kim Jong Un is an avid movie buff. His private cinema is stocked with thousands of foreign films, everything from James Bond to Disney classics. He's reportedly obsessed with Hollywood blockbusters and keeps a curated collection of Western music, including Eric Clapton, Michael Jackson, and even Beyoncé. His love for basketball is well documented. He idolized Michael Jordan as a child, and later formed a bizarre friendship with NBA legend Dennis Rodman, who has visited North Korea multiple times. Kim's basketball court at his Wonsan estate is reportedly NBA regulation size, featuring imported hardwood flooring and digital scoreboards. He also owns a collection of rare watches, designer suits, and custom-made shoes, luxuries that are all but unattainable for the average North Korean. And yet, Kim collects them with the zeal of a man who has the world at his fingertips. Secret parties. Behind North Korea's Iron Curtain, Kim Jong Un throws secret parties that rival royal galas, hidden from the world, but whispered about by defectors and foreign insiders. These ultra-exclusive gatherings take place in remote compounds and private island retreats, far from the eyes of ordinary citizens. Picture velvet-draped halls, glowing chandeliers, live orchestras, and feasts worthy of emperors, all unfolding in total secrecy. Guests include hand-picked members of his inner circle, foreign entertainers, and occasionally high-level diplomats. Luxury alcohol flows freely, vintage cognacs, rare wines, and exotic cocktails, while imported dancers, musicians, and chefs are flown in to create an experience that feels more Hollywood than Pyongyang. Every detail is meticulously curated, yet cloaked in military-grade security. Phones are banned, conversations are hushed. What happens at these gatherings never leaves the room. Fashion fit for a dictator. Though often seen in drab military-style uniforms, Kim's wardrobe tells a more luxurious story. He wears tailored suits from Italy, custom-made leather jackets, and high-end shoes designed by European brands. His sunglasses collection includes brands like Cartier and Tom Ford. Even his haircut, while iconic and subject to parody, is maintained by stylists trained to keep his look consistent and sharp. His grooming rituals reportedly include imported skincare products, gold-plated razors, and hand massage treatments done by dedicated attendants. Kim's stylists are reportedly rotated out regularly and replaced with younger, more obedient personnel to maintain secrecy and prevent familiarity. Some say his entire personal appearance, from hairstyle to shoe color, is part of a carefully constructed mythology meant to project strength, youth, and control. A billionaire built on secrecy and survival. So, how does Kim fund all of this? Through a web of shadow economies, state-controlled mining operations, overseas shell companies, cybercrime rings, arms trade, and diplomatic smuggling. North Korean embassies around the world have long been accused of facilitating luxury imports and moving cash under diplomatic cover. Cyber operations launched from Pyongyang have reportedly stolen hundreds of millions in cryptocurrency, giving the regime liquidity outside the international banking system. These funds don't go to schools or infrastructure, they go to sustain the lavish empire of one man. Kim's fortune, though untraceable in typical financial records, is estimated by some analysts to be in the billions. It's a life few have seen and even fewer understand. A billionaire kingdom hidden behind barbed wire and national slogans. Behind the nuclear threats and military parades lies a reality that's equal parts surreal and sinister. He's living a billionaire's fantasy, built in shadows, fueled by fear, and guarded by gold. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories of power, luxury, and influence.